People just want to be moving mad in this continent of Africa. Because of what? A brand new episode of the POV right here. You know. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share as usual. Come here for premium content. You get me? And I know you're seeing the new thing that I'm doing. It's not mine, though. This is just for this week. It's, I'm working now. Like, I've started work. So it's been really, tiring trying to put the POV and then the work together. Very soon, you're going to know about the work. But I'm trying to also put the content out for you guys anyway, anyhow, possible, it has to happen. And so this is just a temporary thing for this week. That's on Wednesday and then on Saturday. So Wednesday, same place, Saturday, same place. But next week, there's going to be some changes. Now, let's get straight into the Let's Talk part of this episode. And as you know, the Let's Talk is basically me going on X, picking up funny things or important and necessary things. So it can be funny, it can be important, necessary, it can be anything. Bookmark it and then have a conversation with you guys on it. And so this week on Let's Talk, the question here is, what unpopular opinion can put you in this position? All right, that chokehold position here. They've choked you with different types of knives. You want to die. That meme there. That meme is doing a lot on X. So the first person said, we are not as important as we make ourselves to believe. We need to learn to separate the office we occupy from the person occupying the office. The former might be indispensable, but the latter is certainly dispensable. And I feel like this person is really talking about how people probably change when they get themselves in certain positions. I believe in growth. I don't necessarily believe that when you find yourself in a certain position, you change your attitude towards people. You just grow in different ways. Do you get it? But so I just actually get this person, or I get what this person is saying. That being said, do not have issues with people that grow when they get themselves in certain positions. Maybe they are not changing or they are not being pompous. They are just growing. You get me. Yeah. So the next thing is, if you really want to experience hunger, go and stay with your wealthy family. And the question is, what unpopular opinion can put you in this position? You see how you expect that maybe your family member is probably rich or is financially okay, can support you. You go to their house and hunger will wire you, because those people they will take tea and 2 slices of bread in the morning, afternoon. Can you have some sandwich? That kind of vibe. And you realize somewhere the heavy. People have the notion that rich people don't really eat heavy food. And so if you're poor and you go to their house, hunger will wire you. That kind of vibe. But then again, there's also the notion that a lot of rich people do not help their family members. Other people are also saying, or the rich people are also saying that it's entitlement from their poor family members. But let me know what you think about that one. Someone else says, majority of Africans are only prayerful because of the situations our irresponsible leaders have put us in. So basically, it's not that you are a loving Christian or you love God, though. If you were probably rich or in another continent, they are very sure that you will not be as prayerful as you are right now. That is what this person is saying. That's an opinion that puts you in a chokehold position. Okay, and this is another one. It says, it's easier to sleep with someone in a relationship than a single person. How? How can you tell me this story? How? A single person is difficult to sleep with compared to someone in a relationship. I actually need somebody to explain this to me very well for me to understand, because I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Hey, someone said women shouldn't take advice from women, even their mothers. 90% of the time, a woman who goes to women, especially her friends, for advice or report a partner would have those friends behind her back trying to sleep with him whilst advising her to leave a partner. Hey, really? Well, it can be true because, for example, me, I found myself in a situation where I was telling someone a lot of things about my past relationship, right? And then it felt like she would advise me. I remember she telling me that if I feel the guy doesn't really like me, I should just move on. There are fun boys around me. Why am I sticking with this person? And then when myself and that person broke up, she did some drastic things and made it look like she was doing it on my behalf. But it felt like she actually liked the guy. I don't know whether they have ended up together or not, too, but now this is making some form of sense. Let me do another last one, and then we'll move into the tales and confessions. This one says, if people were honest, the rich would have been gone already. Wow, okay, that's crazy. Any feet of an animal that is made to be food was what they fed slaves back in the days. Wow. Whether it's your boyfriend or many different men, it's still a sin to have premarital sex. There's no justification whatsoever. Well, it looks like they've normalized, dating sex these days, so it's not really a big deal. It's not really a big deal. Yeah, it's not really a big deal. But the Christian people will come for me for this. If you want to, at the end of the day, be in a relationship with someone and you don't test the car, and the car turns out to have bad engine, what do you do with that? And it's no justification, but answer that question for me, the person that said that. Okay, so let's take a turn and come back for the tales and confession segment for the POV. I'll be right back. Now let's get straight into the tales and confession part of the POV. It's my lovely, lovely, lovely listeners on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I hope you're enjoying the, let's talk part of it, because it's been very, very, very interesting for me. This one was deep. Me, myself, I'm still thinking about some of the things. Hey, Samu. Okay. Now, the first story says,
Let's have it.
Hi, I want to send my story to you so you and your followers can advise me. Keep me anonymous though. I met this lady in 2017 and we got to know each other well in 2020 during the coronavirus time when churches were closed. She is a friend at church. We attend the same church. We used to talk in lots. We fell in love with each other. I proposed to her and she accepted. I am a cool person, but with this lady, I talked a lot. It was like I was talking the whole time. Not that I didn't give her the time to talk. Anytime I asked her to say something, she said she didn't have anything to say. Red flag. I asked her about her likes and dislikes. She said some and said with time, I will get to know her better. And in that way, it's good to know them by myself than her to tell me. In that way, I can keep both her likes and dislikes since I knew those things by myself. I asked her about her past and she only had been with one person and didn't officially date. But she once had sex with him. I said, okay, but was broken to hear that she wasn't a virgin because I wanted a virgin to be with and I thought she was a virgin. I was also a virgin at the time. She begged me not to leave her because of that she loved me. She would do everything for me. Yeah, it's true. That mattered more than her not being a virgin. When I knew about her ex issue, I told her to delete her ex's number because I didn't want to be reminded by her past, and she did. To her, he wasn't an ex since they didn't actually have anything serious, but I said otherwise since they had sex during that time. She deleted the number and things moved on, though we were on some quarrels. We have dated for 3 years now, but things have changed since February. In February, she called me and told me that her ex called her and they had a lengthy conversation more than once. She knew I didn't like that, but she did it anyway. And when I asked her why she did it, she said it wasn't anything, but I was making a big deal. That's gaslighting. The guy even visited her on Valentine's Day at church. And I asked her why she allowed the guy to visit her at church. She said I wasn't around. I'm in the university. But if I were, she wouldn't have let the guy visited her because I may not have played it cool with her and the ex. I forgave her and we continued, but told her to let the ex know she's in a new relationship and didn't want to continue talking to him. It was hard for her, but she did. A week later, she told me they were still talking, which broke my heart. I told her to end everything with the guy, but she said she couldn't and would choose to talk to the guy over me. Wow. I asked her if she wanted to be with him. She said she can't marry him, but she has feelings for him. I said, okay. I begged her and she blocked the guy and I forgave this time also. This lady has been telling me to go to church always. Sometimes do and sometimes I don't. Last Sunday, I didn't, and when I told her the truth, she got furious and never called me. I called her on Tuesday and she said she wanted to break up because I don't listen to whatever she says to me. And if I do, I would have gone to church last Sunday. I think she's looking for an excuse. I said, okay, but I called her on Wednesday to make things right. This lady said there was no way we can't continue whatever thing that was between us and said her feelings for me are no more. I begged this lady and told her I would change for her, but she said no. This morning, I called her and wanted to continue begging, but she said I was too perfect for her. That her exes are too, and she has had multiple sexes, not just the one she talked about. Once she said that I was broken again. I had been honest with this lady and faithful to her. I have planned a future with this lady. I have so many memories with her. I have enjoyed being with her. I still love this lady very much and don't want to lose her. She's the only person I have loved. She's the only person I have had sex with. She's the only person that I have shared my secrets with. She's the only person that supports me. She understands everything I do and I understand and respect her well. Why would she talk me something now? I find it difficult for her to go. She's a good lady. I don't want to lose her. And if I do, I will probably be single forever. What do I do? Let me know when you post this. And I seriously need your personal opinion on this. I am willing to forgive and let us continue to fight for the future we have planned together. This lady is emotionally very weak and I have tried not to hurt her, but she keeps on hurting me. She hasn't been truthful for all these years. I don't know if there's anything she was still hiding from me. I've shared a secret I have with this lady, so I don't know why she's not doing that to me. She said I am too gentle, faithful, and honest with her all this time. And I have loved and treated her right, so she doesn't... Damn it. Hey, my gender. So she doesn't deserve me. If I lose her, I will have trust issues and will be very difficult to love again or find someone like her. I have been silent since she told me about this. Since last Tuesday, I've blamed myself for everything. I am dying right now. Please help me. Listen, this is what I think. You deserve more than what this girl is giving you. So do not settle. Okay? She doesn't love you. She gaslights you. She disrespects you. She makes you feel less of yourself. So why God? I understand that you're in love, but why God are you allowing her to come back? Let her go. You need to see her for what she is, not for what you assume she is. Because you initially stated that she lied to you, she disrespected you by speaking to her ex, gaslighted you on top of it. And then in the end, you go ahead and say how good she is as a woman. So you're contradicting yourself in both ways. The first one is who she actually is. The second description is what you have carved in your head that she is. So face reality and see who she is for what she is. Okay? I like that you're in touch with your feelings as a man. And I appreciate that you loved her like you did. But she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't. Heal and find someone that would deserve it. Okay? Yeah, that's what I think anyway.
Let's have it.
Hi POV, I'm Dansuwa, 21 years of age. I met this guy at a wedding ceremony. I was really crushing on this guy. Luckily, he also noticed me and I thought I had hit the jackpot. I was told about this past and relationship kind of life, which I thought I could change or might be lucky not to be used and dumped, which I regret. This guy used to call me later at night. We talk and text, but he suddenly changed after I went to his house the next week. After we met, I felt safe and secure because I would never do such a thing. In short, I kept holding on, hoping for better, but to no progress, but worse. No calls, no communications. He only called me when he wanted me for sex. Through that, I got pregnant and I had to start school a week after I found out. I told him, so he made me abort, which I didn't want, but later agreed just as I got it done and went to school. He just stopped picking my calls again. And after I knew what he meant, he called me later saying he has lost interest in the relationship and that he wanted to tell me. To be honest, I still have feelings for him. Something is wrong with you. At the same time, hoping for bad for him because he knew my greatest fear was to be dumped by him. What should I do? Love yourself and move on so that you don't attract more shitty people. Okay? Love yourself, move on, heal, so you don't attract shitty people. Okay? Know that and know peace. That's all I can tell you, okay? Yeah. Because why would you allow somebody to do that to you? Why?
Let's have it.
I started dating this guy right after SHS. Last year, September. I'm 17 and during November, he broke up with me. We were still together. Then he changed all of a sudden during January. And I asked him about it and he said he was depressed and I should give him time to heal. And he said he really loves me and I shouldn't leave him. I love him so much and I wanted to be there for him. But he didn't tell me anything about his problem. I kept quiet and during February, we had issues and I broke up with him. I feel bad about it and I want us to be together again. What do I do? Mind you, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore because I left him during his hard times and I don't want to date anyone apart from him. I'm just 17. What do I do? You need to work for him. You can't just up and leave him at his lowest and up and go back whenever you feel and think he's going to take you back. People like him are down. They need people around them. They need genuine love around them. So walking away from somebody like that, going back is more work than staying. You need to work your way towards him agreeing with you or wanting to be with you. So the first step is you making sure that the going back that you're going back, you're not going to linger around and when it gets hard, you run away. That's the first step. The second step is finding a way to contact him and have a conversation with him and tell him how sorry you are for walking away when he needed you the most. And you're going to do everything possible to win him back. Note that the fact that you're going to do all these things does not mean that he's literally going to take you back. It will take time. Just note that you may have lost him forever and ever, and it will take time. It will take time for you guys to end up being together. But no, you may have lost him. And if you have lost him, you are 17, don't worry. Okay? Don't worry. You meet someone else. Just make sure that you don't fuck up like you've done again. Okay? Let's learn to stay when things are a bit hard. Okay?
Let's have it.
I'm a 21-year-old lady in one of the universities in Ghana and I'm in level 200. Living has been so difficult due to financial difficulties in the house and we are 6 in number and I'm the firstborn. Hey, woo. Due to this, anywhere I try to seek help from tends to be a fire for me because most of them wants to sleep with you before they can help you. I know, right? Now, I can call home because I won't get anything. So you were meaning to write I can't. So now I can't call home because there won't be anything. I take care of myself in school and I'm not working. Now I want to drop out because of my health issues. It's getting worse and worse every day. Now I don't know what to do. What should I do now? Listen, sometimes taking a break is the best way to go. You have health issues you need to resolve. You know that thing where you can take a break from school? I've forgotten the word used for it. But you can take like 1 year absence leave from school and then use it to put yourself together and go back. So it's not like you are dropping out completely, but you are dropping out to take care of yourself, health-wise. And then use the time to also, navigate your life really well if you can be able to afford tuition, hostels, and all those things, okay? You need to take a break from school to get all those things to happen. Because you see those people that are wanting sex, it's not only you. A lot of us, when we need help from certain people in our lives, they literally want to exchange sex with it. And it's quite unfortunate that is happening, okay? Yeah, I'm really sorry. And the men that when people need help from you, you think sex is the right thing to, you don't know what the person is going through. You don't know what the request you're giving the person would push her to do. When you finish and then girls start doing unnecessary things to look for money, then you still call them hookup girls. But when they come to you for their help, you now will still ask for the sex. Then what would that one be? Exclusive hookup? What's bullshit? Oh God, this is sad. This generation is sad.
Let's have it.
Hi POV. I'm seriously looking for my daddy. I'm Elizabeth Cheneboa. My mom is all I have. I lost her last year. He left us when I was 4 years. I got his number from one of his friends. My mom I called and he picked up. I showed him who I am. He spoke to me nicely the first day I called him, but since then, he has not picked my calls from then. Whenever I use different lines to call, he will pick, and as soon as he hears my voice, he will hang up on me. My mom told me he and his family has shops at Accra and come from Kwewu or Bome in the eastern region. I need nothing from him. Now I want is a fatherly love. Please help me. My darling, I understand what you're dealing with because my dad is not also in my life, all right? I don't think he deserves you. Okay. I don't think he deserves you. And this is why. I mean, I've done this, okay? I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't know who's going to see it. But Elizabeth Cheneboa, your father doesn't deserve you. Your father is a deadbeat father. I don't know what happened between your mother and your father. But when your mother died, when you lost your mom and you reached out to him, that was the best time for him to be a father to you. But he decided to hang up on you. I don't know why the first day said he was nice to you if he was going to continue to be a jackass. But I don't think he deserves you. I know you're looking for fatherly love, but I just think you also need help mentally. Not that you're sick, you just need somebody to talk to you, professional therapist to talk to you, so you can move on with your life. Because when somebody doesn't want you and you fixate on wanting them in your life, it creates a lot of problems for you. And it may end you up where you don't need to. Don't put yourself through a path where you will end up in depression because of somebody that doesn't want you, okay? Please, do what's best for you, all right? What goes around comes around. How can you give birth and decide not to mind the child and the child and the mother? I lost my mother. I called you more than 20 times. You never picked. I'm telling you today, a time will come you will wish to see me. It will be too late. I know you don't think about me, but you do know I do think about you. Okay, so this is what you sent him. This is what you sent your dad, and I like what I'm reading. How can you do this to your own biological child? I hold nothing against you, okay? I just need a fatherly love. I bear your name with no benefits. I'm of age now, and I don't know my father. I have tried my best as a child. If I don't get to meet you by the end of the year, I will change. My dear, you don't need the end of the year. You don't need the end of the year. Move on with your life. Move on with your life. This man doesn't deserve you. This man doesn't deserve you. Move on with your life. Okay? Please, don't allow him to do this. Because as I'm reading this, I'm sensing a lot of emotions. He doesn't deserve you. He has done too much to you for you to be begging him to love you. No, he doesn't. Show him that you can be without him. I know it's difficult. A lot of us didn't grow up in a home where there was a father. And it has, put a lot of struggles in front of us mentally, emotionally. But we're going to be fine, okay?
Let's have it.
Hi, please. I've been dating this guy for a month now. He's kind of busy nature, so he doesn't call often. But for text is no from him. I feel he isn't interested, so I want to go ahead and ask him if we should continue and things. Don't know what to do now. Please help me. If he wanted to, that's what I'm going to say. If he wanted to, he would. No man on this earth, whether woman or man, when I say man, I'm quantifying it into both genders, is too busy for their partner. You don't need a million hours to say, hi babe, how you doing? I'm going to be busy today. I'm just checking in. I'll call you tomorrow. No man or woman born of Adam doesn't have 1 minute for somebody they claim they love. So, my dear, you don't even have to go and are you interested or not? Just send him a message that, listen, I don't want anybody to waste my time. You don't deserve me. You're not showing me that you actually appreciate my presence in your life. And so I'm out. And I don't think you've done anything wrong for telling him the truth. People just want to be moving mad in this continent of Africa. Because of what? My dear, move on with your life and allow this one to do what he wants. Okay? Yeah. So thank you for watching this episode. I'll be coming again with the next episode of the POV, and I know you've loved this episode. This episode has been crazy. The stories have been amazing. But then I'll see you in the next episode, right on Saturday. To the people listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to leave your opinions in the comment section. And also, don't forget I have Caress loaded waiting for you. Come and make an order for your lip care products and enjoy the process. I'll see you in the next video. But until then, bye.